today, starting with precisely the president was propagation, elections. Decisions without taking much of the time allowing to fight against that presidency to persuade those.
Good morning, colleagues in the media, and good morning to also Africans. This is the statement of the cabinet meeting that took place yesterday, Wednesday, the 26th February 2025, from the Environment on International Relations, dealing with South Africa's presidency of the group of 2020. South Africa's presidency of the G20 under the theme Solidarity, Equality and Sustainability has commenced in earnest with the successful conclusion of the first G20 Foreign Ministers meeting in Johannesburg from the 20th until the 21st of February 2024, and the first G20 Finance Ministers and Central Banks Governors meeting currently underway in Cape Town, which commenced yesterday on the 26th, which will complete today on the 27th. The first G20 Foreign Ministers meeting was an opportunity for the G20 Foreign Ministers to reflect on the global geopolitical challenges and discuss ways in which the G20 could contribute to finding solutions to these challenges. The meeting supported South Africa's approach of managing geopolitical issues, its G20 presidency priorities, and high-level deliverables, and reaffirmed the role of the G20 as the premium forum for international economic cooperation. In addition, South Africa successfully hosted the following Olympic meetings. The first education working group meeting, which took place on the 12th to the 13th of February, it took place virtually. The purpose of the meeting was to share and seek consensus in the three priorities: social and particularly education, professional development for the children. We also hosted the first Women Empowerment Week 2025, which also took place virtually. The working group participants supported South Africa's priorities, which are also aligned to their national priorities on the rights of women and builds upon Brazil's presidency initiatives and priorities. We also hosted the first digital economy working group from the 17th to the 19th of February. The meeting was also a platform for South Africa to share and seek consensus on the priorities of the working group. The four priorities are: A, connectivity for inclusive digital development; B, digital public infrastructure and transformation; C, digital innovation systems, unleashing the potential of micro, small, and medium enterprises; and D, equitable, inclusive intelligence. We also hosted the first G20 employment working group meeting from the 18th to the 21st of February 2025 in Canada. The working group meeting discussed inclusive growth, youth employment, gender equality, income inequality, and the impact of digitalization on the future of work. We also hosted the first culture working group from the 20th to the 21st of February 2025, which also took place virtually. The priorities of the working group that were supported by all participants are four. The first priority is safeguarding and restitution of cultural heritage to protect human rights; integrating cultural policies in social ensure social economic strategies to ensure an inclusive rights-based development. Project 3, harnessing digital technologies for the protection and promotion of culture and sustainable economies, and Project 4, the intersection of culture and climate change, shaping global response. The following G20 working groups and task forces meetings are to be held from today until the end of March 2025. The first energy transitions working group meeting, which will take place from the 27th, which is today, to the 28th of February 2020. The first agriculture working group meeting, which will take place from the 3rd to March 2025 virtually. The first anti-corruption working group meeting, which will take place from the 3rd to the 5th of March 2025 here in Cape Town. The first tourism working group meeting, which will take place on the 5th of March 2025 virtually. The first disaster risk reduction working group meeting on the 5th of March 2025 virtually. And the first task force meeting on food security, which will take place on the 5th of March 2025 virtually. We will also host the first trade and investment working group meeting from the 18th to the 20th of March. The first task force meeting on inclusive economic growth, industrialization, employment, and reducing inequality, which will take place on the 17th of March 2025 virtually. And the second health working group meeting, which will take place from the 26th to the 28th of March 2025 in Durban. And the first climate and environment sustainability working group meeting, which will take place from the 25th to the 28th of March 2025. Information on South Africa's hosting of various G20 meetings and their outcomes can be accessed on www.g20.org or www.g20.org. South Africa, EU, or European Union political dialogue. Cabinet welcomed the support of the European Union for South Africa's positions in the global geopolitics and our G20 presidency priorities following the successful 16th ministerial political dialogue meeting between South Africa and the EU, which was held on the 19th of April 2025 in Cape Town. The dialogue presented an opportunity for the EU and South Africa to reiterate their common commitment to multilateralism, rules-based international order, and the centrality of the UN Charter. The parties further agreed on the need to reform the UN Security Council, recognizing the urgent need to make it more representative, inclusive, transparent, efficient, democratic, and accountable. The EU and South Africa also discussed their cooperation in multilateral and regional fora, focusing in particular on their joint efforts to promote human rights and sustainable development and to address climate change. They also reviewed opportunities to step up cooperation in sustainable value chains, including critical raw materials, with a view to further their respective competitiveness, economic security, and decarbonization. The meeting also served as a preparatory platform for the upcoming EU South Africa summit to be held on the 18th of March 2025 in South Africa. The summit will discuss improving economic relations, just energy transition, security and defense, sustainable value chains, and the multilateral cooperation. The EU is South Africa's top source of foreign direct investment, and South Africa is the EU's largest trading partner in sub-Saharan Africa. The meeting also underscored the importance of holding the EU African Union ministerial meeting and summit in on the African Union Peace and Security Council and the United Nations Security Council resolutions on the situation in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Cabinet welcomed and supports both the African Union Peace and Security Council and the United Nations Security Council resolutions on the situation in the Eastern DRC. The AU Peace and Security Council endorsed the decisions of the Joint East African Community or EAC and SADC meeting that demanded an immediate ceasefire, the facilitation of safe and unhindered humanitarian routes, the withdrawal of all uninvited forces from the Eastern DRC, the respect of the DRC's territorial integrity, and the participation of all state and non-state actors in the political dialogue under the joint Rwanda Nairobi process. The UN Security Council resolution urged all parties, state and non-state actors in the Eastern DRC, to conclude an immediate and unconditional ceasefire as called for by the leaders of the EAC recent. The resolution further demands that M23 rebel groups withdraw from the territories they've seized in the Eastern DRC and call on the Rwandan Defense Forces to stop supporting the armed groups and immediately withdraw from Congolese territory without conditions. Expressed its well wishes and for a speedy recovery for all 10 retained injured soldiers who are now receiving medical treatment in South Africa. AU Convention on Ending Violence Against Women and Girls. Cabinet welcomed the AU adoption of the Convention on Ending Violence Against Women and Girls, which is a legal instrument to prevent and eliminate violence against women and girls in Africa. The development of the AU Convention on Ending Violence Against Women and Girls is informed by the historic decision by the AU Head of State in February 2023 during the AU Summit. The convention aims to provide a comprehensive and legally binding framework for the prevention and elimination of all types of violence against women and girls throughout. This will be accomplished by addressing the root causes and drivers of such violence, strengthening legal and institutional mechanisms, and promoting a culture of respect for human rights, gender equality, and the dignity of women. It will also ensure that state parties reinforce a common approach to eliminating violence against women and girls. On the economy, the postponement of the tabling of the national budget. Cabinet wishes to reiterate that the postponement of the tabling of the national budget from the 19th of February 2025 to the 12th of March 2025 is a result of efforts by Cabinet to collectively address our nation's funding challenges within a constrained fiscal environment. Cabinet assures South Africans that deliberations within Cabinet on the 2025 national budget are continuing to determine the best ways to fund our national priorities and ensure the budget reflects the aspirations of all South Africans. The postponement, while it is the first in the history of South Africa, but not out of the norm in other jurisdictions, it is still within the provisions of the Public Financial Management Act, commonly known as the PFM. The quarterly labor force survey, Cabinet welcomed the upward trajectory in employment creation following the second consecutive drop in the unemployment rate, which marks the lowest rate since the third quarter of 2020. The country's unemployment rate decreased to 81.9% in the fourth quarter of 2024 from 82.1% in the previous quarter. The number of employed people increased by 132,000 to 70.1 million, while the number of unemployed persons decreased by 20,000 to 8 million during the same quarter. Employment over the quarter increased in 4 of the 10 industries surveyed by Statistics South Africa, including finance, 232,000, followed by manufacturing, 41,000, private households, 18,000, and transport, 17,000. Cabinet affirmed government's commitment to create jobs with a special focus on youth employment programs. Through the Presidential Employment Stimulus Program, almost 2.2 million work opportunities have been created. South Africa-China trade investment. Cabinet welcomes the successful engagement between the China Council for the Promotion of International Trade, Chairman Mr. Van Hoek, and Deputy President Paul Mashatile, on fostering better trade and investment cooperation between South Africa and China. The visit follows the successful second stage visit to China by President Cyril Ramaphosa in September 2024. In particular, it builds on the outcomes of the President's business engagement, including the seminar South Africa Chairman Presidential Business. Those roundtable discussion between the President and the leadership of 20 high-level Chinese investors in the Presidential Business Program in Shenzhen that focus on key investors in China's leading technology and innovation. South Africa mobilized Chinese businesses to attend the biggest business meetings of the G20 in the country this year. CIT invited South Africa to attend the third China International Supply Chain Expo in July 2023. Relations between South Africa and China were further enhanced with the arrival of the first group of tourists from China through the country's new Trust Operator Scheme. The TTOS allows vetted tour operators to submit group applications for tour groups from China and India through a secure digital platform and receive their outcomes digitally within a matter of hours. On health, On health, the hand, foot, and mouth disease (HFMD), Cabinet welcomed the quick intervention by authorities following the recent outbreak of hand, foot, and mouth disease in KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape, which causes flu-like symptoms such as painful blisters and swellings. This is not the same as the animal-based foot and mouth disease, and it is not food. A number of cases of the extremely contagious viral infection were detected in several primary schools and daycare centers in the two provinces. School principals are urged to conduct daily assessment in their schools to detect and report HFMD cases as guided by the Department of Health. Foodborne illnesses. The registration deadline for all spaza shops and other food handling outlets with their local municipality is Friday, 20 February 2020. Spaza shops that are not registered, and do not meet all health standards and requirements will be closed. Government introduced these measures in November 2024 as part of efforts to regulate spaza shops and prevent unnecessary deaths of children as a result of foodborne illnesses caused by contaminated food purchased from such shops. Integrated multidisciplinary inspection teams continue to conduct compliance inspections across the country to ensure that all food retailers legally comply with the food and health and safety standards. Cabinet calls on all consumers, parents, and caregivers to only buy food from places that are licensed to sell food products and observe food safety regulations. Members of the public are also encouraged to practice basic food safety measures, such as washing their hands with soap and water before making or eating. The social welfare. The deadline for the South African Social Security Agency beneficiaries to swap their SASSA Gold card for the Postbank Black card has been extended to 20th March 2025. More than 716,900 beneficiaries have transitioned to the Postbank Black cards, and card distribution sites have been increased around the country to mitigate the queue so that every beneficiary receives the new card near where they live. Postbank has also increased the number of tellers in their card replacement sites from 2 tellers up to 5 tellers, depending on the business of the site. Beneficiaries are encouraged to visit their nearest Checkers, ShopRite, Pick n Pay, USafe, or Boxer store to collect their new Postbank card. A valid South African identity document or temporary ID is required. Mobile offices will also be available in rural areas to assist beneficiaries. Additionally, Postbank has partnered with its Spark Group to designate 200 of its stores as service sites across the country. Cabinet reminds beneficiaries that the old SASSA Group card will stop working on the 20th March 2025, and beneficiaries who have not exchanged their cards by then will need to visit their nearest post office branch to access their funds. Fight against crime. Cabinet welcomed the crime stats report, which showed a decline across multiple crime categories in the country's latest crime statistics. The third quarter of the 2024-25 financial year showed a 9.8% decrease in murder and a 3.3% reduction in rape and a 3.2% drop in attempted sexual offences. There was also a notable decline in carjackings and robberies. While overall levels of crime continue to remain unacceptably high, the decline shows that the intervention by South African Police Service to make South Africa safer are making a difference. Fighting crime is a shared responsibility between the police, the community, and the business sector. Cabinet calls on all South Africans to play their part in the fight against crime by reporting any criminal activity to the nearest police station or calling the crime stop number 08600 10 The Southern African Development Community Silent Media Awards. Cabinet calls on all South African journalists to submit their entries for the 2025 Silent Media Awards. Entries for the competition will close on Friday, the 28th of February 2020. Journalists who wish to enter can access more information about the competition from the GCIS.co.uk. The first prize winner in each category received $2,500 and the runner-ups received $1,000. Updates to Cabinet. The electricity load shedding in part of the measures. Cabinet received and welcomed an update on the recovery efforts by ESCOM to stabilize the nation's power supply following a series of unforeseen incidents at multiple power stations that led to the implementation of load shedding to protect the national grid. These highly unusual and unrelated incidents that took place on the 22nd of February 2025 resulted in a rapid depletion of reserve munitions. They included an electrical fault exclusively at Manjiba Power Station, the loss of cooling water pumps at Camden Power Station, and the unit loss at Mudubu Power Station. Cabinet acknowledged the swift response by ESCOM's technical team to recover the 4,800 megawatts, with 4 of the 5 trip units at Manjiba returned and 2 of 4 trip units returned at Camden by 8 p.m. on the 23rd of February. In implementing its recovery plan, ESCOM anticipates a step down in the status of load. Efforts are focused on replenishing emergency reserves, particularly diesel stocks, to stabilize operations for the coming weeks. Despite the current setback, steady progress has been made in improving generation capacity and maintaining a reliable electricity supply. From the 1st of April 2024 to the 20th of February 2025, load shedding was suspended for 323 days compared to 82 days in the same period last year. Electricity supply was available 99% of the time compared to just 9.8% last year. Cabinet noted that the upcoming addition of 1,600 megawatts with the synchronization of Procedure Unit 6 scheduled for the 9th of March 2025 and Unit Unit 4 at the end of March 2025 will further bolster our nation's energy. On cabinet decisions, the medium-term development plan 2024-2029, cabinet approved the MTDP for the period 2024-2029, which outlines key priorities in the 7th Commission. The MTDP builds on the National Development Plan, the statement of intent of the Government of National Unity, and the consensus reached in the cabinet with held on the 29th to the 30th of January 2025. Additionally, the MTDP incorporates the 3 strategic approaches outlined by President Ramaphosa opening the Parliament address, the State of the Nation address on the 18th of July 2024. The plan guides government's initiatives to create a more inclusive country that lives up to the commitments of the Government of National Unity in achieving the targets of the National Development Plan. It aims, among others, to ensure inclusive economic growth, reduce unemployment, poverty, and the rising cost of living, as well as to ensure equitable developmental impact. The National Communication Strategy Framework 2024-2029, Cabinet approved the National Communication Strategy Framework for implementation across all streams of government. The NCSF forms part of the ongoing work to consolidate and enhance government-wide communication systems in support of the implementation of the medium-term development plan 2024-2029, as envisaged in the government communication policy approved by Cabinet in 2018, which is currently under. The NCSF responds to the expectation that government communication must be coherent, improve public trust and investor confidence, foster unity and social cohesion, and mobilize citizens' participation as ongoing efforts to encourage South Africans to use information to improve their lives and take advantage of socio-economic opportunities to contribute to the development of the country. The ratification of the African Continental Free Trade Area Protocol on Women and Youth in Trade, Cabinet approved the submission of the AFCFTA Protocol on Women and Youth in Trade to Parliament for ratification. The protocol aims to enhance the participation of women and youth in trade and under the AFCFTA, and it outlines specific objectives such as helping women and youth traders to effectively participate in the market. It also strives to foster value addition and innovation for increased imports and exports by women and as well as their inclusion in regional and continental communities. The protocol also advocates for measures to eliminate discrimination, promote equality and inclusivity, to ensure that women and youth benefit from trade opportunities. Other significant provisions of the protocol include eliminating non-tariff barriers affecting women and youth in trade, promoting their participation in policy formulation, and improving their access to finance. The protocol is expected to support women penetrate and take advantage of the opportunities presented by the AFCFTA and enhance their inclusive participation in intra-African. Ratification of the Protocol on Competition Policy under the AFCFTA. Cabinet approved the submission of the Protocol on Competition Policy under the AFCFTA to Parliament for ratification. The protocol is an agreement by AU member states to ensure that competition on the continent contributes to trade, inclusive growth, industrialization, and sustainable development. The protocol focuses on preventing anti-competitive practices by providing a framework for addressing market concentration, abuse of power, and other competition-related issues. The AU acknowledges that the absence of continental competition policies results in anti-competitive practices such as cartels and monopolies that abuse the market. The protocol will apply to all economic activity within the AFCFTA market and will target anti-competitive practices, including international and cross-border cartels that are not effectively regulated, as well as competitive practices initiated by larger enterprises operating outside the country. Outcomes from South Africa's participation in the general debate of the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly, August 29, Cabinet considered and approved the report on the outcomes of the 79th session of the UN General Assembly under the theme Living Over Behind, Acting Together for the Advancement of Peace, Sustainable Development, and Human Dignity for Present and Future Generations. South Africa's participation in the UN Summit of the Future also focused on the opportunity to forge global consensus and make progress on priorities such as sustainable development goals, and for African countries that the summit must focus on global action in support of the continent's developmental agenda 2060. Appointments. All appointments are subject to the verification of qualifications and relevant security clearances. Cabinet has concurred to the appointment of Professor John Lavon, who has been appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of the South African Airways for a period of 2 years. Professor Musali Nawe as the Director General of the Department National School of Government. This is an extension of the employment contract for another period of 7 years. Mr. Linda Secure Hamilton as the Director General of the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition. Mr. Demo Fosropon, Ambassador Demo Fosropon as the Deputy Director General Africa and the Department of International Relations and Cooperation. Ms. Angela Sizakele Mahami as the Deputy Director General of Welfare Services in the Department of Social Security, and Ms. Tandeka Guramo as the Chief Financial Officer in the Department of Social Security. Cabinet also concurred to Cabinet also approved the appointment of the non-executive directors to the interim board of State Information Technology Agency (SITA). Ms. Senzani Mugabe is going to be the chairperson. Mr. Louis Fukela is the GPSA representative. Mr. Louis Matengula, the National Treasury representative. Advocate Johannes Colin Weapon, and Mr. Omega Shirabu is the representative of the Department of Communications and Distribution Technologies. Upcoming events: Women's Rights Month. South Africa will in March commemorate Women's Rights Month under the theme Accelerating Efforts Towards Social Justice, Impact on Women's Rights. The history of Women's Rights Month is grounded in the Ntshavheni massacre and other massacres that followed thereafter on March 21, 1960, where the apartheid police shot and killed 69 people through the peaceful protests. The painful legacy from apartheid skilled policies continue to shape our present reality and has led to many people being the cycle of poverty and unemployment. The Constitution of the Republic of South Africa of 1996, which lays the foundation for a free and democratic society, supports efforts to advance social justice through the redress of past injustices. The recently assented Appropriation Act 2024 (APAC) sets forth a constitutional mandate process that allows government to rectify the bitter legacy of land disposition and poverty by helping level the playing field so that more citizens can have access to economic opportunity, basic services, and our National Human Rights Day celebration will take place on the 21st of March 2021 at the Constitutional which is the seat of the National Council. Africa Energy Level 2025. South Africa will host Africa Energy Level 2025 from the 4th to the 6th of March 2025 at the Cape Town International Convention Center. The E-Level is a flagship event on the continent as it connects industry leaders and showcases new cutting-edge solutions for the sector. The conference comes at a time when South Africa's energy sector is growing in leaps and bounds as the country works to secure its future needs. Last year, government promulgated the Electricity Regulation Amendment Act of 2024 Act No. 28 towards creating a competitive and sustainable energy sector that will meet our nation's growing energy demands. In securing our future energy supply, 11 gigawatts of energy projects are scheduled for construction over the next 2 years. In December 2024, 8 preferred bidders for B07 in the renewable energy independent power producer procurement program with a combined contracted capacity of 1,760 megawatts. On messages, we start with congratulations. Cabinet extended its congratulations and well wishes to Minister Novakosa Zanane on the election as the chairperson of the African Labour Administration Center. Ms. Lerato Matamke on the historic election to the position of Commissioner for Infrastructure and Energy in the African Union. Ms. Tyler Laura Seyham, popularly known as Tyler, the South African singer who is the first African solo artist whose single Water has surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify. Ms. Devoted Element, South Africa's Fruities, along with Ms. Edu Mazimoto and Ms. Chandrika Tandon, the Grammy Award winners for their album Children. On condolences, Cabinet expresses condolences to the friends and family of Sutukaze Arosi, 64, the award-winning singer, composer, and actress. She was well known for being one of Africa's leading voices and an accomplished actress having performed in numerous productions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister, for the presidency for comprehensive statement. We will start to engage the questions in the Khumbudzo Center, and after we will consider the questions that we have received online. Given that we start with the Center, we have questions. The name of the same, the name, the institution.
My name's Aisha Issa, and I represent the NCA. I have 2 questions. The one is with regards to the spending budget announcement. Is the tariff of contracts constrained? Also, secondly, with regards to the visit by Africa as well as the member organization with a great United States of America. Has he discussed this and has he not also viewed this as perhaps not willing to sign and the steps were taken against people going to the United States of America and meeting with the United States government to basically being complained to them about not being treated well in South Africa and to be likely to pay movements about the election.
Thank you very much, Aisha. I believe that different messages. My question is just to they are also under the news that as to extension in terms of election and including in review, including political actors, Nigeria, instituted concerning the
On the budget issue, I just wonder if the approach has changed from the National Treasury in terms of engaging cabinet initially the minister has stated there are issues that are not sensitive, so like nothing. Has that approach changed? Cabinet now more information and initially consensus on the days. And then secondly, the President mentions earlier this morning that meaningful Europe that is in the world to be consolidation with can you just elaborate a little bit more? South Africa, basically, some of the concessions that we've seen other heads of state will make one in Thank you for the questions. So I'll deal with the question from the SAPC and ENCA on the project as well. And also reviewing that question on the approach. So the 12th of March is past its scope. Let's talk as quickly as we want. And let's share some things for the confirmation of cabinet. And market sensitive information is really market sensitive information. Yes, the budget is the budget of the cabinet, but the responsibility to do the budget is the budget of the Minister of Finance as assigned by the President. As indicated, as cabinet we are engaged and it's a plan that we want to comply with and we are happy to comply with to conclude the budget process within the mandate of cabinet and allow the Minister of Finance to be responsible for the matters that relate to this responsibility as Minister of Finance. And the rumors of contestation, they are just the rumors because in cabinet we don't have political parties and we don't have people representing the political parties. We've got members of cabinet appointed by the President of the Republic who serve at the pleasure of the President of the Republic as prescribed by the President's Act that allows him to appoint members of the cabinet to act collectively with the cabinet, and that is the way to say nobody is in the new party target who are there to represent the interests of the there's a mechanism that has been put in place that we have so that you don't have units. We are meeting again with the special cabinet on next week Monday because you like to cabinet and create as it's part of that process to finalize our part as cabinet and our input as cabinet to then allow the Minister of Finance to do his part. So there are no rumors that you can do. There's no agreement. It's part of the process to say because even when we discuss, somebody has to go crunch the numbers and come back and say, what does this look like? What does it mean? So don't do that. So going to finalize our inputs to the treasury so that we are not the Minister of Finance and the treasury team space to do what has spoken in the law. And in terms of is it classified solidarity? I don't know why they continue to go and peddle us. But we're not going to make some big Christian groups. If they don't like the South Africa so much, if they don't like all the efforts of government to trust in the British Africa, why don't they take that President Trump on his offer to resettle in the United States? I think we need to do it. So those who don't like what's happening in South Africa, there's an offer. And we must emphasize it's not only it's not only it's through selectively. So there's an offer that was taken offer instead of influence, but we appreciate the support from our media for coming out to clarify that what is being said is not in line with the South African Constitution and the government is at all material from the first administration to the seventh administration acted within the provisions of our Constitution, which is globally is rated as one of the best Constitution. And we also appreciate the support that has come through from different sectors. The aim the European Union to indicate that the lies that have been fed responsibility to correct the injustices of the past so that we can build a united, prosperous, and equal society that all of us we can live in a quality home and in future that my children, my grandchildren can participate equally in the opportunities that your children and grandchildren can participate in and can bring children and grandchildren participate in them because of what we have very good example. So meaningful good, as the president has indicated, we continue to engage with the various processes. South Africa is an important group of agencies that applying the efforts that present to the aspect for policy. We both have mutual interest in the development and growth of our own countries and our own economies. So it's beneficial to the US to have good relations with South Africa, and it's also beneficial for South Africa to have good relations with the US. We cannot avoid each other. So there will be that is found when such dealings good to go with the laws. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll start with question 6. Following questions 5 to 3 is the minute to take us through.
We have 5 questions. First question comes from Grace from Network 24. Minister, is the president still planning to send a delegation to the US to address the diplomatic crisis? If so, when will they go to the US and who will form part of the delegation? Second question is from Kaya Poker from News 24. The question is, has the minister been in contact with either the Hawks or NPA regarding the confirmed fraud and corruption investigation into the tenure at the Palabora local municipality? Third question is from Jan Ferber, News 24. Is there an update on the delegations to capital that the president announced in summer, especially for Washington, as African Stroke Solidarity has encouraged that and has been spreading right-wing misinformation in the US capital this past week? Fourth question is from Maimon Makina at Independent. What is the latest on the delegation President Ramaphosa was going to send to the US to meet with the Trump administration, particularly in light of AfriForum already having met with the Trump administration? And lastly, the question is from Kylie Cole from News 24, and we ask, can the minister expand on discussions around the approval of the South African Airways CEO candidate, Mr. John Lamama? What were the nature of the discussions? Did any parties or individuals propose the appointment as the last question?
Minister goes through the last set of questions to
Thank you. Let's start with the Palabora of 7. I think that question must be directed to the in terms of the delegation, we have got 5 that we are interacting and also to other capitals. For instance, with the meeting with the EU and the Minister of Finance and the EU and other capitals engaging with them. We will announce when the invoice is sent. And we are glad that you continue not only the media but South Africa call out the misinformation as have been created that are and I don't know why we want to expropriate the president power. There's only one person who the president who is takes the office in president. And he's the one who's going to avoid the efforts and one that appointments can be given the appointment of the establishment of the influence and the I don't know whether you want to call people who are making you civil in my language, this is children those who are English speakers of the language. They say Kabaneza ilambuzi but if you rush, it's not like in English when they say any pages in my language, which is African. And I think it's common across African culture. If you rush through, you miss a lot of opportunities, you miss a lot of things. But when you take your time and measure, so you do not believe there's a need to rush the processes underneath. The fact that the no dedications called graduate criminals and these ones are doing whatever, it doesn't mean there's no work in the country. Remember, we've got representation through our embassies and other channels that we engage with the capitals and so forth. So that way continues to be done. So for us, this the same process. Then the other questions were relating to the same issue. And then the question of the appointment of the CEO of the Minister of Transport and Minister of Peace issued a statement earlier this month to clarify the whole process. But in terms of cabinet, we have proven appointment notice and proven. And imagine if a came and give a blow by blow account of how the discussions took place, the cabinet will say you are the so cabinet has approved the appointment of Professor Mamuda as the CEO of the SAA. Any other detail referred to the education cabinet this week. Thank you very much. And we really appreciate you coming through and your support in communicating the message of